Have you ever made a decision so small, so seemingly insignificant, that you barely even registered it? A choice you thought would be forgotten by tomorrow. I made one of those decisions once. It was a Tuesday. I remember the sky was a perfect, cloudless blue. And that single, split-second choice didn't just change my tomorrow, it shattered my entire world. This is the story of my biggest regret, and the painful lesson that came with it. It all started, as many stories do, with a friendship. My best friend, Liam, and I were inseparable since we were kids. We were the kind of friends who finished each other's sentences, who knew each other's secrets without a word being spoken. Our bond felt unbreakable, forged in years of shared laughter, scraped knees, and late-night conversations about everything and nothing. We promised we'd always have each other's backs, no matter what. A promise is a powerful thing, isn't it? It feels solid, permanent. But I learned that even the strongest promises can be eroded by the silent drip of pride and selfishness. As we grew older, our paths started to diverge slightly. I got a job that demanded more and more of my time, while Liam was chasing a creative dream that I, in my busy, practical world, started to see as unrealistic. A little bit of distance grew between us, not a chasm, but a noticeable gap. We still talked, but the effortless connection we once had began to feel strained. It was during this time that Liam came to me with an idea. He'd poured his heart and soul into a project, a small business venture that was incredibly personal to him. He was buzzing with an infectious excitement, the kind that reminded me of when we were kids planning our next great adventure. He asked me to be his partner. He didn't just want my help. He wanted me, his best friend, by his side. And here it is, the moment, the single decision. I looked at his detailed plans, his hopeful eyes, and all I saw was risk. I saw my own stable career, my predictable income, and I felt a wave of fear. I was afraid of failure, afraid of disrupting my comfortable life, so I said no. But it wasn't just a simple no, it was a dismissive no. I told him it was a long shot, that he was being naive. I used words like unrealistic and irresponsible. I wasn't just turning down a business proposal. I was crushing his dream with the weight of my own cynicism. I can still see the light in his eyes dimming as I spoke. He didn't argue. He just nodded, packed up his papers, and left. The silence he left behind was deafening. In the weeks that followed, I told myself I'd done the right thing. I was being a good friend, a responsible one, saving him from financial ruin. But that was a lie I told myself to sleep at night. The truth was, I was jealous. I was jealous of his passion, of his courage to chase something he believed in, while I was just existing. Our conversations became shorter, more awkward. The easy laughter was gone, replaced by a tense politeness. We were drifting, and I was the one who had untied the rope. I was so wrapped up in my own world that I didn't even realize how much I was losing. About a year later, I was scrolling through my phone when I saw an article. It was about a new, innovative company that was making waves in its industry. A company founded by, you guessed it, Liam. He hadn't given up. He'd found another partner, someone who believed in him, and together they had built something incredible. Reading about his success felt like a physical blow. It wasn't just about the money he was making or the recognition he was getting. It was the crushing realization of what I had thrown away. I hadn't just missed out on a business opportunity, I had betrayed my best friend. The regret was instant and overwhelming. It was a cold, heavy stone in my stomach that stayed with me day and night. I replayed our last real conversation over and over in my head. I heard my own callous words, saw the hurt on his face. I had let fear and ego dictate my actions, and in doing so, I had broken a bond I once thought was unbreakable. I had failed him not just as a potential business partner, but as a friend. I chose comfort over loyalty. One chose myself over us. I tried to reach out. I sent him a text, a long, rambling apology trying to explain my fears, my jealousy, my stupidity. He replied a few days later. It was short, polite. He said he appreciated the message, that he understood, and that he wished me well. There was no anger, no bitterness, just a quiet finality. We were no longer us. I was just someone he used to know. That polite acceptance was more painful than any angry outburst could have been. It confirmed that the door I had closed a year ago was now locked for good. Living with that regret has been one of the hardest things I've ever had to do. It's a constant reminder of my own weakness, but it has also been a profound, albeit painful, teacher. It taught me that relationships are far more valuable than any career or financial security. It taught me that fear is a terrible advisor, and that pride is a poison that can kill the most beautiful connections. Most importantly, it taught me that showing up for the people you love, truly showing up with support and belief, is everything. Even if they fail, the act of being there, of believing in them, is a success in itself. I see pictures of Liam sometimes. He looks happy, fulfilled. He's living the life he dreamed of, the one I was too scared to even imagine. And while a part of me will always ache for the friendship we lost, another part is genuinely happy for him. He deserved that success. He earned it. My failure was not in saying no to a business. It was in failing to say yes to a friend. It was in letting my own insecurities tear down someone I claimed to love. So, why am I telling you this? Because we all face these moments. These seemingly small choices where we can either lift someone up or push them down. We can choose to be a source of encouragement or a voice of doubt. My story is a cautionary tale. Don't let fear make your decisions for you. Don't let your ego silence your heart. When someone you care about comes to you with a spark in their eye, a dream in their heart, fan that flame. Believe in them, even when you're scared. Because a missed opportunity is one thing, but a broken friendship, a betrayed trust, that's a regret that can last a lifetime. Choose connection. Choose loyalty. Choose to be the friend you promised you would be. It's a decision you'll never, ever regret. Thank you for listening to my story. It's not an easy one to tell, but if it helps even one person make a different choice than I did, then it's worth it. We share these true life narratives to learn from each other. If this story resonated with you, please subscribe for more.